Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to go over a deck that I'm going to be using to climb the ladders as I go for Masters, and I've been looking forward to doing Abyss. And if you haven't seen it before, Game With has the tier list for ladder climbing and deck builds. I'm still currently working on trying to create an aggro deck for Abyss that I really want to do, and I really want to incorporate bats. I just can't find it being feasible yet. Eventually I will find something, and if I do, I'll post it. I'm just tweaking a deck, but it looks like mine pretty much came close to a tempo deck with Game With. They had a few more things that I think that were better than what I was choosing, and we're just going to go over this deck. It has won me several wins. I've made some misplays because I am not familiar with Abyss that right now. I'm just getting into Abyss, so this is my first season actually using Abyss really at all. So there's some limit testing that I'm learning myself. So we're just going to kind of dive right into it and talk about like why we're playing these cards. You're more than welcome to tweak cards however you feel fits for you, and I'm just going to talk about why. All right, so starting off with the first card, we got the Reaper Death Slash. This is a great card, and the reason why it's a great card is that this card you can use it to pretty much eliminate any target with a sacrifice of your target. And within this deck, we're going to have skeletons and ghosts that we can just kind of off for free. And it works really well when you can play a ghost, hit their face, and also then take out the ghost with a Reaper Slash and take out someone on their board. It's a nice card. Very, very strong card. Then we have the classic, which is the Mummy, which has Storm. Once we have Necromancy at 4. If not, it's still a good 2/2. It's good early. Later on, this will be used in tech if we don't use all of them to come back and be brought on the board with a ward at a 5 cost. I'll just jump to that right now just to show. She's going to be what we use. She's actually a pretty strong card. I was trying to use her in another deck, but we'll see what happens with it. So she pretty much reanimates a 2 and a 1. And the only we have no ones. We have no ones in this deck. Ones are bats, so there's no ones. Ghosts don't count. They're considered departed, so they don't get reanimated. So she brings that back. And if we super evolve her, we gain the crest, and it brings back a 3. And so our 3 is going to be pretty much her. All right, continuing back on, going back to our 2. She's a great card right here, Mino. Pretty much, she gets last words to give us a skeleton, 0 cost. Once again, 0 cost skeletons helps us out with our first card with the Reaper, so we can trade with it. We can also use that to power up Cerberus at the end with the Super Evolve to plus this up, I believe, to like 3, if I'm correct. I think Cerberus is 2, +2 to everybody. Just let me slide over real quick to confirm that. Yeah, +2 to everybody. Okay, come back. So that helps out with the skeletons. That turns into a 3. Also works out with Olivia as well, worth a double super evolve. If you need to, don't have to do that. And these are options that the deck gives you, because we're going to be running Olivia as well, that you can use the skeleton for. It's a 0 cost as well, so you can just be used to use in any situation as well. So in your Reaper, so it's good with the Last Whisper. This is also another classic that's in most Abyss decks. I don't see why you wouldn't want to run it. Later on, if it is enhanced, we're going to be able to run you Rush and Bane, also very powerful as well. And it's a 2, so it can get brought back as well when we play our 5 cost right here with Reanimate 2. So there's a chance that it's either the Mummy or Mino, the Reaper. Okay, Soul Predation. This is simple. Once again, we're going to be able to use our Reaper, our Ghost, to destroy and draw 2 cards. I mean, you can destroy your own cards too if you have to, based on situations. It will happen if you get put in that predicament. But with like last words here, and you hold on to your skeletons, you can play it later on and then, you know, destroy it as well. So that is another option to play. So this deck kind of gives us a lot of different choices while playing it. Then we're going to move over here to our Ghastly Soray, I don't know how you say it exactly, but this is a really powerful card in my opinion. It's a 2 cost that's going to give us a Ghost. It's going to give us a Skeleton. It's going to give us a Rotting Zombie. which is a 3. And then if they kill the rotting zombie and they can't clear the whole board because they're going to spend a turn killing the rotting zombie, then it pretty much has last words, where it brings back another rotting zombie, which will be able to now attack face next turn, which can go as well with Olivia, depending on what turn you're doing this with. So it's pretty powerful. Voella, if I'm saying that right, she is also a pretty good card. When I say pretty good, I think she plays a role early. You can use her for the rush. She's a solid 2/4, so you can trade with 2/2s, and even people who are 3/2s and take them out and still have HP left over because you are a 2/4. So she's pretty good with that. She gets brought back as well if we super evolve our 5 as well, if we do that. Shadow Crypt Memorial, it's a solid 3 card to put on the board to engage later on however you see fit. And when I say that, you can use it with Mukin, if I'm saying that right as well, which gives Bane. Whenever an allied departed follower enters the field, give it Bane. When this follower evolves, summon a ghost. So when you play this later on with Necromancy at 8, it instantly evolves. And then we're playing with a Bane ghost. But if not, you can pop this while he's played, and these ghosts will get Bane, and that can clear the board. You can use this to pop before you play Cerberus, then they get the +2, so they turn into 3/1 cards, so you can go face with it. They're very situational, and I think they're very powerful. So these are just kind of a core as well. Once again, I kind of already described how he plays out. I was about to remove him from the deck because I didn't see a fit with him for multiple games when I was playing. And then he appeared, and I saw the worth of this card. He can clear anything for you, and some games you might actually, both of you, run out of super evolves, and he can clear boards and still be a powerful card without having to naturally evolve at all. So I think he is a great card to be in the deck. Now, if you want to run 3 of them, you can. You want to run 2, you can. Right now, I just kind of copy-pasted this one. I have my own that I was kind of tweaking that's a little bit different. And I've been testing them both out, but they both kind of play the same. I guess there's more of a consistency with each other. And, and that's also personal preference, too, with people and how you want to do it. But anyways, I digress. Let's just jump right back to what we're talking about. Now, moving to our 5, this is our board clear. And I've used it also to evolve to push breakpoints so I can hit face and end game. So he is good naturally. Not having him, I feel like, would be trolling your deck, not having him, because he is a solid clear. At a 5, he's good. She's also good at 5. The only problem is with her at 5 is you don't have super evolve yet available to you, usually when you have to play her. So it's next turn. Usually you will have super evolve after you play her, so you might have to hold off. He's usually your go-to 5. Sometimes you don't have to play him on 5. But I'm just pointing that out. Just be mindful with this card if you are wanting to get that crest or not. That on 5, you will not be super evolving. So board clear for here, and also for breakpoints with evolving to push the health down between yours and theirs. This is good for 5 as well. Also, this has won me multiple games because was this the one I want to believe that gives ward? Yeah, when an allied departs, follower enters the field, give it ward. That not only if follower enters, departed. Sorry, I worded that wrong. Whenever an allied departed follower enters the field, give it ward. So pretty much, I played my 0 skeletons that I've saved as well when she's on the board and they get ward. This can be ways to prevent lethal to yourself, to keep you in the game, or to block whatever's going on and force them to use resources to push paths or clear your board. I think she's very, very good. Now, the Undead Soldier, I think, is, if I had to rate it like on a star between like 0 and 5 star, this is 100% a 5 star. I think this is an amazing card. Even at 6 cost, it's a 3/3. But it summons 2 copies of rotting zombies, and these rotting zombies have last word. So when you kill them, they come back again. It is amazing. I've used these with Cerberus at the same time to enhance them because they can't clear the board. I think the only deck that actually was able to deal with this pretty efficiently was Dragon when they're playing the Aquaman deck, where they just keep bringing in or they're evolving the Aqua guy, and which is a 3/3 card, turns into like 5/5, and they bring out more orcas or something like that, and they get rush. And I think there's another card as well that has like ward, and when they super evolve it, and it gets some other rush. But like besides that, I haven't had anyone able to really fully match it so far that I've been playing. I'm pretty sure there are cards that can clear it, no problem. But you know, it's still a pain in the butt, and I like that. And it's prepping you between also Olivia as well. If you want to pick one of those cards up that's out there that they don't clear, you can heal yourself, you can super evolve. It does help out. Now Olivia, I don't think there's need for 3 of them. They copy pasta 3 of them. I don't see the point of 3 of them because you're not going to evolve 3 of them. Yes, it does add card draw to you, and it does heal. I just don't see the need of 3. Most games, if I'm ever playing an Olivia, it's not to really stay alive, and at that point I'm drawing Olivia's. I'm drawing her way later to stay alive with her for card draw, where I'm like super exhausted, and that's when we expense all of our evolves and super evolves. At that point, then I just value her as a card in general. But I haven't got to that point, and I think just having 2 is perfect because I still see her, and I might evolve her one time out of the entire game. I don't look for her as my go-to for super evolving all the time. But when the opportunity rises, I feel like just having 2 works out best for me. All right, but that's a personal pick. You can add 3 if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. You can also get rid of her if you want to as well. I don't recommend it, due to the card cycling, the healing, they're able to super evolve and hit face with the second character that they couldn't kill based on the Undead Soldier. Now Odin here is just a wonderful card. If I could, my other deck I think I have 3 of them in there, because I think he's great for just denying, banishing, getting rid of, and then just hitting straight face. And based on some situations, you will hit these breakpoints. Excuse me. Where you can super evolve this and push for lethal or end games with him at super evolve. So was that 4 or 5, 6, 7? Yeah, 7. Okay, sorry, my brain. So 7, you can hit 7 in face. It's not bad. It's still a good amount. You can use him later on or right on set. It just depends. Sometimes I like to hold on to these to see how the game's working, but such a good card. I think this can fit in a lot of decks. So, and then Medusa, they have 1. My other deck, I have 2 Medusas instead. And I think Medusa is really good as well, depending on how the game works. I've used her to super evolve her to do 3 damage to their face to get to that break point to bring lethal and end the game as well. So I think Medusa is a strong card. I kind of want to tweak this deck a little bit more possibly and look for trying to fit in 2 of her, because I value Medusa a lot just as a base card and as a super evolved play. So it's up to you on that, how you want to play with that. But you know, I think the deck out there has 1. Now Cerberus, I feel like we have to have 3 no matter what. We'd be trolling if we don't have 3, because you do want to see her at least once while you're playing the game, because she will bring you back to full health if you need to stall, and if you're at that point where you can push for lethal, she gives you that ability as well. We don't play any bats, so she's not going to reanimate a 1 bat. She's only going to bring back her dogs, which are great, and they get rushed. Just keep in mind when you're playing this that you have to have a necromancy of 6 to give all other ally followers on the field +2. I have misplayed and done this when I had like 4 or 5 or I think 2. I can't remember, but I had not the right amount because I've used it. So that was kind of awkward. So that's one other thing I was learning while playing this deck, is to manage necromancy and just paying attention to my shadows and how I built them up and when I'm going to use them, and to not burn them out too quickly that I can't play Cerberus during the time that needs to be when it needs to be dropped. So I don't know if you guys ever do that. You can call me a noob for it. Like I said, I'm still learning this deck. This is what I'm going to be using to climb. It feels very good. First time with me being Abyss, so I'm pretty sure some Abyss mains out there probably get a good giggle out of that. So anyways, yeah, so she's really good. And back to what I was saying, you can use her to buff those 0 cards, the 1 cards ghost that we get from the previous cards. So we can get it from him left on the board for the Last Whispers. We can have it from the Shadow Crypt as well. We can get it from this card, the Ghastly, and we can get it from Last Words as well right here. And we can get it also from the 5 card if they are on board somehow and they get brought back. Somehow they're still there. I don't know, it's a little bit late, but you can play it at a different time at 5. You can play it, you know, right before her, depending on the scenarios, and they bring back your 3 or your 2 back on board, and she can definitely enhance them, and it's very powerful. So yes, but remember, before you play her, you want to pop them and have them out there. When I'm talking about the Shadow Crypt right here, you want to release that first. Also, when you pop this and open it, it does give you a shadow. Add 2 shadows to your... Oh, well, anyways, it's not when you pop it. It's when you play it. My bad. I thought it was when you popped it. I swear we were talking about that earlier. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought when you enable it, engage it, you also get 1 shadow. I thought you did. I want to say you do. But anyways, don't quote me on that. But if you notice that, please drop a comment. Let me know if that's true. I'd really appreciate that. And next time I play it, maybe I'll pin a message and confirm it. And here's our 9. This card's amazing. I love this card so much. It's really late though in the deck when it shines. And this card right here has the ability for us to take control of the board again, stall, or just put them in a bad situation. You can heal up as well while you clear the board with 4 enemies. You just delete them. It is completely, like I said, it's at random. I've had 5 on the board. I used it and 1 left, so it's not the end of the world. The great part about this is that you don't need to super evolve this in any form of way. This card is just straight good, straight up, just dropping it. So I think it's one of those, like, it's not a Concoitus, but it definitely does the job when you're exhausted and you have no more evolves, no more super evolves, and it can push games to end as well. So I feel like this is more of like a mid-range tempo, a little bit late game, but not too late. It feels good. It feels like it's a good ride the whole way through with this deck. I don't feel like I struggled. There's been some moments though where I played this and I had some bad hands. But if you're gonna play this game, not this game, but when you're gonna play this deck, I feel like when you mulligan, you're looking for these 2-cost cards probably in the beginning. It's not bad, but I always try to get one of these 2s right here. I want one of these 2s at all times because these 2s sets you up by having a Ghost, a Skeleton, and a Rotting Zombie, which Last Words is so strong to have in your hand that you can pop. So I try to mulligan for at least one of these. Well, you probably don't need more than that, but yeah, try to find one of these is ideal if you can have them. It's a very strong start, and that's what I aim for. So pretty much if I can get a Ghastly, Voella, or any of these 2 with the combination, any form of way, at least 2 of those between this, or this, and this, you know, that is ideal, I think, for a mulligan start. Sometimes depending on who you're facing, you might want to, if you land on him right away, you might want to hold on to one of him if you have a good hand to clear board or to deal with things coming up. So like when I play Runecraft, I sometimes will want to hold him just because I know that when we're getting to that phase, I have him ready to clear board or answer with Runecraft. So it's pretty nice. So you got to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, that's the breakdown of this deck. I can link you as well in the description below. From Game With, how they made the deck. I named it Meta Deck. It's not mine. I didn't create this. I had one very similar to it, but I copied theirs to see how it's going, and I like it. But I want 2 Medusas is what I want. I don't know where I'm gonna fit it in. I don't know. It's just what I would like. So I just want to share it with you guys, go over the deck and provide it. Also, I'm not sure how this works. Here's a QR code if you want to see it, scan it. there it goes as well, and I'll link it in the description below. I'm not sure if you guys want to see gameplay of this as well recorded. This is the first video of me actually going over a deck with no gameplay and just talking how it works. And I already ran 20 minutes. This is way too long of a video. I apologize. But yes. Anyways, so if you want to see gameplay of this deck, I will have many. I'll be bookmarking them as well. So just let me know in the comments, and I will make another video with gameplay. And I can also talk and commentate through it as well if you guys want to see that. I'm not sure what you guys want to see and what you're looking for, so I'm just throwing this out here to get a feel, explain, and help those who might need help. And yeah. And if you enjoy these kind of videos, you want to see more, leave a comment below, like, subscribe if you want to support me and keep doing this. I really do appreciate everyone who has subscribed and helped me. But I would like to help those I can help as well. So you guys stay blessed, and remember, be more like water.